we have a bit of improvement, but 96% haven't subscribed. So subscribed. Anyways, with that, let's go on with the video. Subscribe. So yeah, this is a strange Sonic theory, and yeah, the most logical Sonic theory to date in my channel. So yeah, basically I have thought it in my mind. I haven't seen anyone talking about this, so I'm the first one to talk about this. So yeah, this one is the Tiny Eater is a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Yes, I am not joking. I am serious about this. Does explain some things about the Sonic lore. So yeah. So I looked at Google and no results. I look at images and still no results. I look at videos, still no results. And I look at the forums and still no results. So that is the Tiny Eater, a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. So yeah, we got a court board, or is it a conspiracy board? Basically, doubling down points of intonation of this theory in. So with that, let's start with evidence number 1. In console versions of the 2011 version of Sonic Generations, you'd be able to buy a controller for about 7,777 points and get it into a Sega Genesis, and you'd be able to play basically the first Sonic the Hedgehog game. That is basically Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Well, this is the first Sonic the Hedgehog game that is not related to cars. So yeah. Now, when you think about it, the Tiny Eater must have every Sonic game that exists. So that explains why in the epic Sonic Forces is in, and Sonic Frontiers is in Sonic X Shadow Generations as levels. Okay, we are in the gallery of Sonic Generations. Yeah, if you look at this could be concept art of Sonic Generations, but also at the same time, fan art of the Tiny Eater, and there is music. Like, there is literally music in there. Also, St. Tiny Shadow Generations also has music. And also some renders as well. So yeah. Basically cut to the next one. Basically Eggman. Not in version.
After Sonic ruined my interstellar amusement park, I stumbled upon a dark, primordial essence. I discovered it possessed abilities I have long desired to harness for myself. Namely, that it could travel through the dimension of time, so I decided to utilize its marvelous capabilities and rewrite the past.
Okay, so how did Eggman control over the Tiny Eater? Unless the Tiny Eater allows Eggman to control it just to be in a Sonic game. So yeah. So basically at the end, those Super Sonics, well, basically defeat the Time Eater, and yet the party is over, and the Time Eater has the Eggmans in the right space. So time to go to evidence number 2. We've done evidence 1, so yeah. So basically after the defeat of the Time Eater, yeah, all of the people from Sonic Generations appear, but yeah, no Classic Nether or both Eggmans. So yeah, basically both Classic Sonic and Classic Tails go to a portal back to the past. And what does the portal look like? Well, the same one that the Time Eater made. So in order to be fairness, the Time Eater must still exist. The Time Eater must be living to just keep them back to the past. The Time Eater still exists. Also, in the rewrite itself, yeah, they're still the same. Yeah, the portal's just the same. They're similar, that yeah, it's still the same. The portal to the past. So yeah. So who made the portal? Of course, it's the Time Eater who made the portal. So yeah. Does explain how did all of Sonic's friends and Sonic escape White Space. The Time Eater gotten a bit bored, so yeah, they all gotten escaped. Also, the portals look like this. So do you have any more evidence or not? So this is a question, but yeah, we have both Eggman in White Space along with the Null Sonic, like the classic version, along with Omega, Big, and I guess Foggy as well, and Orba and Cubot. They try to build a ship, but it turns out to be just a clock. So how did they all escape to White Space? Unless the answer I already said before. The answer is the Time Eater who has sent people back to their own times in White Space. So yeah, that explains how did both Eggmans escape from White Space and do their plans in future games. And the Time Eater gets more games out of this. So yeah, the show must go on for his own entertainment. Evidence 2 is done. Now, evidence 3 and 4 are characters that are made by the Time Eater. These are the strangest, that has other logic behind it. So yeah, these characters are made by the Time Eater, one sentient and the other one isn't. So let's begin on evidence number 3. In the game Sonic CD, you time travel to change the future. So this is the bad future of Stardust Speedway. Then you time travel to the past and destroy one of these robot generators, or like a time stone. then you go to the future, and the future is different. I am saying this fact because of one Silver the Hedgehog. He first appeared in Sonic 06 in a ruined future, and then afterwards that future is erased. So yeah, this future has been erased. So logically speaking, Silver would be different or wouldn't exist, but in Sonic Rivals he's the same. Don't know why that he is the same. So yeah, there's a popular fan theory that Shadow is Silver's dad. Hey, it makes sense, like Shadow and Silver is literally the Vegeta and Trunks of the Sonic universe. But also in the IDW comics or the ID comics, yeah, Silver comes back from a future where everything's level. And if you touch the nettle, you become a nettle zombie. So Silver went back in time. So he wanted the people who got the nettle, Shadow. Yeah, everyone's nettle in the future. So logically speaking, Silver shouldn't exist in this timeline, but he does exist in this timeline. So at the end of Nettle Virus, both Sonic and Silver sent the Nettle Virus to the sun, burning it. So yeah. So Silver saves the future. But curious question is, how does Silver time travel? This is an answer that is answered by, I think, the Fast Friends forever, I think. So yeah, this is the answer on that one. So yeah. These days, he travels to Sonic's time by mysterious portals that appear when things in the past go awry. But curious question, we don't know what is the mysterious portals that have the power to time travel looks like. So the most closest thing to that is this. The one made by the Tiny Eater. Basically, I think the Tiny Eater made the mysterious portals, and it is possibly Silver's own creator. Yeah, the Tiny Eater made the mysterious portals. Before the time of Sonic Generations, the Tiny Eater really wants to be in a Sonic game. So he made himself a vessel. This one has telekinesis. And his name is Venice. So he puts himself into the Hedgehog's body, and it broke. So after that, the Tiny Eater decides to iterate on this design. Instead making the vessel sentient, his name is Silver, and the Tiny Eater put him in the future. So that seems like why Silver is always the same through every future. Because he is a creation of the Time Eater. So yeah. So evidence 3 is done. Now we're going on to evidence 4. So yeah, let's begin on evidence 4. So basically, you make your own character in Sonic Forces. So yeah, you make your own character in it. But there's the strange question. There are so many possibilities, and yet they all have the same backstory. So, like example, so this one, or this one, or, well, basically this one. We don't know what does the avatar looks like. So, yeah, this is the most likely events. So, the Time Eater is bored. He decides to steal someone from the Time of Sonic Forces that is probably the Avatar. And he inserts an Avatar system where he creates his own OCs without powers. So he can be in the game, he can play as himself. Then, after a little while, he begins to get bored. So he releases the person who was meant to be in Sonic Forces to live his life in Sonic Forces. And he played his Sonic games till the end of eternity. Yeah, just to get more evidence down. Yeah, basically all the levels and boss fights are fan favorites in the Sonic community. So yeah. Evidence 4 and the bonus evidence 5 is done. So with that, are you convinced with the theory or not? Is this totally intended? There's a likelihood it's probably not. But does it kind of make sense? Yes, it does make sense. So with that, video's over. Adios.